Advertising is based on one thing: happiness. And you know what happiness is? Happiness is the smell of a new car. It's freedom from fear. It's a billboard on the side of the road that screams with reassurance that whatever you're doing, it's okay. You are okay.
We've all got our own quarantine story. Fear, confusion, isolation. Spring of 2020 certainly had it all. Through all of the rapid changes and uncertainty I felt in the world around me, I stumbled into an advertising class just as summer vacation was beginning. It was a great distraction, and I actually got a kick out of meeting people via Zoom and learning about something that was completely foreign to me. About halfway through the course, I found myself in a lesson on copywriting. This image stuck with me. I admired the audacity the Economist must have had in order to pass ads like this one, so I had to check them out. The crisp illustrations and erudite articles had me browsing for hours. Next thing I knew, I was a paying subscriber. Needless to say, the ad must have worked. As the school year approached, I couldn't help but feel like this would be a great tool to enhance my class content. Graphic detail provided a treasure trove of data and charts to bring life to SAT practice time. These articles were rich in topical information and provided me a platform to actually discuss real-world issues with my students in a manner that brightened the Zoom meetings of first semester. Here's an example. This is one of 3 graphs the students were prompted to examine and study before answering a few comprehension and inference questions. Most of the graphs are supplemented with text, which I used to push vocabulary growth. Our assessment was a simple Google form that was assigned for asynchronous Fridays, which we discussed as a warm-up the following Monday to kick off our week. Usually, these articles inspired their own discussions, which were thoroughly engaging. Ultimately, I enjoyed a handful of awesome results. The students seemed more confident, their writing improved, and I could sense that they had their eyes on the world around them. Over the semester, I probably had to burn about an hour or so each week to find an article, read it, and then write up some questions in a Google form. I felt like this practice kept me sharp, so I was glad to give up the time. Granted, The Economist does have its biases. It seems liberals often brand it conservative, and conservatives argue the magazine leans liberal, so who knows. If you'd rather go more down the center and free, I highly recommend Reuters. They've got their own robust graphics section that provides awesome timelines for analysis. They're well produced, so I think the students would actually like them. If graphs still aren't your thing, and Reuters won't work for you, AP News seems to be a shining standard as well. What does this have to do with advertising? Nothing, I guess. I don't work for The Economist, or Reuters, or AP. I'm not suggesting you try to sell these to students either. But concerning the SAT, Don Draper has a point, doesn't he?
Whatever you're doing, it's okay. You are okay.
The students will be fine. After all, they've got you in their corner. Most importantly, you will be fine. You've got the best team in the district. I've made a folder of all of my SAT practice prep from first semester. It should be shared with you all by now. Feel free to use, lose, or abuse. Thanks for listening.